Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into the world of terminal UI development with Go and the fantastic Bubble Tea framework. If you have ever wanted to create an interactive command line tools with a touch of elegance, you are in the right place. In this video we are going to build a simple yet functional menu. This will give you a solid foundation for creating more complex terminal applications. So let's jump right into the code. First, let us make sure we have Go installed. If you don't have Go installed, head over to the official Go website for the installation instructions. Now we'll create a new project directory. To initialize, open up your terminal or command prompt, navigate to where you would like to keep your project, and type make dir simple menu cd simple menu and go mod init simple hyphen menu. Now we need to bring our bubble tea library. We can do that using the go get command. Here you can see the official GitHub page for Bubble Tea framework. With that done, let us open up our favorite code editor and create our main.go file. Here we'll type package main. Here we'll create the main function. We will define the list of choices in the menu and we will define the menu using the new menu function. We will create this new menu function in a while. Let's pass the choices. We will create a program variable. Here you can see two errors. You can fix the first one by importing the Bubble Tea library. And for the second one, we will have to create the new menu function. I will just exit out main.go file and create a menu.go file. Here we have to initialize the menu struct. It will have two variables. One is the list of choices, which is the slice of strings, and also the cursor. It needs to make record of where the cursor is right now. And let's initialize the new menu function, which takes a slice of string and return a menu. Now for this menu function to work, it should implement the t.model interface. Let's ensure that this struct implements t.model interface. One way to ensure this is to do this. So this will show us the error until and unless we do not implement all the functions in the t.model interface. So if you are using an LSP, there is a shortcut command to implement all the functions using declare missing methods. But to make the video general, let's implement one by one. Now we have implemented all the three functions for this t.model interface. Since we don't have to do anything in the background, when we initialize the menu, we will return nil for the CMD. For the view, we'll have to generate the string which shows the output. Let's initialize the string. So first, let's see if this view is working fine or not. Before starting up the application, we need a way to exit it. So let's first create the feature into the update function. So this t.quit function is used when we need to exit the application. Now let's try to run the application. You can see we cannot navigate it up or down, but we can view the menu. I can press Ctrl plus C to exit or just Q. It has to be Ctrl plus C. Now to move the cursor up and down, we'll just implement that feature. We can also use J and K, the Vim key bindings for moving up and down. So I'm using up and K if we want to move up. So this logic ensures that the move up and down around is cyclic so that if we go up, we don't get stuck and we start from the below. And let's implement the enter or return command. This will simply print out what you chose. And one more thing, I generally like the application to be in full screen mode. So I'll just change that thing in the main.go file. To enable alt screen, we just have to write t dot with alt screen. Now let's try to run the function. We can move the cursor, and also if I press enter, it doesn't show that because we are running it in alt screen. If you want to run it in alt screen, we shouldn't print the results in the terminal. Instead, we should display it on the screen and then exit. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe and share. Thanks for watching.